Hi everyone, my name is Anthony. Today I want to talk to you guys about legalizing recreational marijuana. So according to Forbes.com in 2018, Washington and Colorado generated almost $2.5 billion from marijuana. And I know what most of you are thinking it was probably medical marijuana, and that's actually false. It was recreational marijuana. $2.5 billion. Let's just let that sink in for a second. My experience with marijuana as a police officer is probably different than most of you guys' experiences with marijuana. Some people are all for legalizing marijuana, whether they smoke it or not. Some people are totally against it. They think it should never be, allowed, just like all the other drugs. We see a lot of different age groups smoking marijuana. We see young teenagers in high school. We see elderly folk, 50, 60, 70, who need it for more medical reasons than recreational use. Here in Pennsylvania, we don't take somebody to jail for marijuana. Typically, it's a summary violation for possession. Typically, though, we do still have a court date for it. We do still have a hearing, which costs money. It costs money for the police department, it costs money for the person going, and it costs money for the municipality to hold the hearing. I truly think we're wasting our time throughout the entire system scheduling these hearings, and I truly think time could be spent on other things. So my goal today is to simply educate you all on facts and statistics of recreational marijuana, and hopes to persuade you. If you think otherwise, I hope to persuade you to maybe support legalizing marijuana once and for all throughout the country. So according to an article published by CNN Money, the marijuana industry in 2017 profited nearly $9 billion. These funds can be used for a multitude of different things. Schools, roads, public works, you name it, it can be put back into the government system. Not only does this generate tax revenue to boost other things within the state, but it also creates jobs. So not only is this creating money, but we're creating jobs. People have to staff these places, these dispensaries. They can't just run themselves. So according to the CNN Money article, nearly 125,000 people were already employed in 2017 at dispensaries. They're expecting numbers in 3 or 4 years to be almost triple that, roughly 300,000 people. With more dispensaries, with more legalization, becomes more dispensaries, becomes more employees, which in turn helps our economy. Again, like I said, it saves time in the court system, so we don't spend as much money prosecuting small amount marijuana cases, where it's summary hearings, whether it's felony, large amount hearings, doesn't matter. It still costs money to run these hearings. So we can prosecute harder drugs, heroin, huge problem these days. I'd love to see more money allocated to, stopping the epidemic that we're having. Not only does it save the court's money, but it saves police department's money. So every time I go to court, I get paid 4 hours overtime no matter what. So obviously I'm full-time, I work 40 hours a week. If I have to go to court twice a week, that's 8 hours overtime. We don't have to house these offenders in jails. We can focus on housing more violent offenders, again, such as heroin addicts, murderers, etc. Medical marijuana becomes eliminated. So instead of you having to apply for your medical card through the state, it's now easily accessible by just going to the dispensary and purchasing it. Granted, there's going to be a tax on it. It's probably going to be a huge tax, but it's easier to acquire now. It takes the hassle out of applying for the medical card. It takes the time out of them having to sort through the applicants. And I think with legalizing, it becomes competition. So you're not seeing 1, 2, 3 dispensaries. You're seeing 20 to 30 in the area, which drives up competition, which then can lower the price. As you can see, recreational marijuana will have a dramatic impact on our society, both economically, socially as well. Thanks everybody for watching.